The Brain's Trust. Ambra emerged from her turquoise haze into a large cave filled with golden light. Is this another challenge? Justine had said there were only 7. As her eyes adjusted to the light, she drew in her breath. She was not alone. Facing her were 3 not quite human figures, at least twice her size, sitting side by side on intricately carved wooden thrones. Ambra did not breathe or move. Each had the body of a human, but the head and tail of a different creature. The first, that of a lizard or perhaps a small dinosaur. The second, a lioness. The third, a silver-grey wolf. Looking at them, Ambra's mind spun back to tales of mythology she had read as a child. Minotaurs and werewolves, Egyptian goddesses and dragon lore. Are they a threat? She finally exhaled when she realised that, though they had seen her, they had not moved to attack her. The first creature spoke, his raspy voice like gravel. We are the Brain's Trust. My name is Rex. I represent the reptilian part of the brain, the oldest layer, that which is related to survival. I am instinct. The golden light glinted off his bronze scales as he blinked slowly and scraped his heavy tail around the base of his throne. The second creature spoke, her silky voice soothing Ambra's jangled nerves. My name is Lex. I represent the limbic mind, the layer of the brain that is related to relationships and bonding. I am emotion. Her tawny fur was set off beautifully by a halo of light as she switched her tail back and forth. The third creature spoke. Ambra couldn't tell if the voice was male or female. My name is Tex. I represent the neocortex, the part of the brain that has higher functions such as consciousness, abstract thought, reason, planning. I am cognition. Ambra gazed at Tex's copper eyes and lush silver fur tail. Lovely to meet you all, but I suspect you're an illusion too, said Ambra. Rex snorted. Lex smiled. Tex's expression did not change. You found your way through the MAGE maze, said Rex. I'm still not entirely sure how, admitted Ambra. I mean, how could I have flunked the maze? You could have become stuck at any level, said Tex. And if you had, while you would eventually have been brought out of the maze on Justine's return, you would not have gained entry to MAGE. Okay, so how did I succeed? What did you notice about each level? I'm not sure what you mean, said Ambra. Do you mean the colours? Or the time and place? How did you get out of each level, back to the cave and ready for the next level? Elaborated Lex. Ambra thought back through her experiences. Was there even a common theme? Beige, purple, red, blue, orange, green, yellow. They had all been radically different times, places and scenarios. She cast her mind back and thought about how the illusions on each level had ended. I guess I saw that things weren't working for me. The world was changing, and I wanted to change. To move beyond what was happening in the life I was in. What else? Grunted Rex. Ambra thought for a moment. I noticed that the further I went into the maze, the more complex the world and the life in each world became. You were close to discovering the nature of MAGE, intoned Tex. Human beings have collectively terraformed a world that cannot be sustained for all its people indefinitely, said Lex. You humans wonder why it is hard to change this, rumbled Rex. You think you operate from your rational mind, but you are also still captive to your instinct and emotion. More so than knowledge, more so than the rational mind, it is beliefs that shape behaviour, and that internal mindscape manifests as the world we see around us, said Lex. MAGE was created to influence that mindscape, and the entrance to MAGE you have conquered is an initial screening process to determine if you're ready to experience MAGE, said Tex. So all those challenges, those illusions, they really were all in my mind? Ambra rubbed her temples. They were manifestations of the collective human psyche as it has evolved through the ages, said Lex. Over millennia, the world and how people live in it gradually became more complex. Then that complexity began to evolve at a faster and faster rate, and the minds of human beings had to adapt faster in response, added Rex. But human civilization is now facing its greatest challenge, at a scale and pace that is unprecedented, and a way to speed up the response, to adapt accordingly, must be developed, said Tex. Huh? I still don't understand, said Ambra. You will soon. You have shown you are able to handle the different kinds of things you will encounter in MAGE, said Tex. The golden light in the cave brightened until it dazzled Ambra so much she had to squint, then cover her eyes. The light dimmed, and Ambra opened her eyes to see that the three creatures were gone. Where they had been sitting, there was a large stone archway. She cautiously picked her way across the room and started down the tunnel. Not long into the tunnel, she encountered another heavy door, ringed in red LED light. Recalling how she'd opened the first door, she turned her focus on it until the light changed to green and the door grated open. She was in.